Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, just a quick little pocket dump, little EDC. What do I carry some days? Changes all the time, but there's a point to this particular video, so let's just check it out. Starting out with the fire, like I've said before, just the small UCO matches. To me, it's everything in one. You know, it's your tinder, it's your ignition. You got your spare strikers in there. You got plenty of matches to light plenty of fires. Little tinder in there, protecting the striking surface. But that's just a quick, easy something, waterproof, kind of does it all item to throw in my EDC. So UCO storm matches. Let's go with the lighting options, things that I can use all the time. You know, this isn't what I throw in my pocket when I'm heading out on a hike or camping or even on a day hike in the woods. It's totally different, but just some things I might grab. And you know, a light comes in handy quite often, and different lights have their different purposes. And this is the O-Light O-Clip Champ, or O-Clip Pro. Yeah, O-Clip Pro. It has just some basic features. The three light, you know, low, medium, and high on the, like, the floodlight. And then it has the low, medium, high on the, like, spotlight. And then it just has the flashing red and hold it in for the continuous red for, like, that map reading at night. Maintain your night vision. One of those things that I leave it on. So I leave it on the light. The red is flashing. And then I just leave these on high. So whether I want a spotlight, like a floodlight, or a red light flashing for an emergency. And this clip comes in handy in a lot of situations that I didn't realize until I owned this thing. One being, obviously, clip it on your jacket, clip it on your watch, you know, and have a light as you're working. Clip it on your hat, the bill of your hat, like that. If I wear my hat backwards, and then I slide it up in there, and then I got a great light on my head. Recently, where I found a great use for it was clipping it on the top of my tent. I have just a little loop to hang a light, and I was like, wow, I put this thing on floodlight, and boom, I am just set for hours. And then on top of that, you know, take it out camping. It's good for a couple nights, whatever. I don't leave it on the whole time, but you got the charging port here. It doesn't have accessible any kind of battery, so you just charge it up with the C USB to C outlet here. And you know, if I'm out doing anything, I have that with me anyway. And otherwise, I don't mind to use it and just come home and charge it back up right next to my cell phone. So we'll get into this is just a smaller Victorinox Swiss Army knife. Victorinox Swiss Army knife. This is the which one is this? This is the Sportsman, where it's kind of like the compact, where it doesn't have the long blade and the short blade. Instead, it has the long blade and the file, nail cleaner file, which, you know, that comes in handy a lot more on a daily basis than it would in the woods, you know, just having it on you. You know, compared to the compact, you know, with the plus scales, has all the other things in it. This does not, but this is just a handy little knife to keep on me, especially just for the blade itself. But then you got your can opener, your screwdriver on this side. And then this side you have your bottle opener. I have like barely any fingernails, but your larger bottle opener, or I mean larger flathead screwdriver with the bottle opener. And then this little notch there is for your wire stripping, which I am considering filing that down and making that hole a lot sharper. And then on the back side of the Sportsman, and these are fairly cheap Swiss Army knives that you can pick up, you know, and they're pretty handy. You got, and it's kind of my two favorite things on the back, you know, the owl and the corkscrew. So, you know, corkscrew is one of those things, you don't need it till you need it. I do drink wine. I have been in a situation where I did not have a corkscrew and I had a bottle of wine. So that's one of those things I'd say I wouldn't carry it into the woods, because I know I'm not carrying a bottle of wine into the woods. But this is something I could bring with me. This owl, I just used this to punch a hole in my belt because I lost some weight recently, and that came into a big help. And then, of course, you have your standard tweezers and your toothpick over here. These all in good condition still. So that's a nice little knife to carry with you. Just a little EDC pocket knife to have. And here's the main point of the video, though. I very frequently, I mean, I have other ways of defending myself that I carry regularly, but this is another option that I enjoy carrying, especially for like if I'm out walking with my baby and my wife, and I'm you know, maybe my life isn't in danger, but some harm is definitely a risk being taken, maybe by some vicious dog or somebody, you know, somebody let their dog off the leash. And I mean, most dogs there's nothing, I love them, there's no problem with dogs at all, but occasionally it does happen. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to look up, you know, some of the things that happens with dogs, even against their owners. But the point of this video is I've been carrying this Saber red pepper spray. I've never used it. I can feel it's fully charged. I have a couple different ones. I have a newer one than this, but I've been carrying this one for years. And just today I noticed expiration date June 2019. So although this thing might still work, and I almost guarantee it would, I don't trust it as much now that I know it's expired. So I'll be replacing this pepper spray soon, and we will see that in another little EDC video. So that's just it for today, guys. Check your expiration date on any of your EDC items, whether it's something like this that can expire, or just, you know, something that can lose its usefulness over time, you know, whether it's like dead batteries or dull blade or expired pepper spray. This is something good to check out. So little teaser, guys, coming up next is going to be more of a full-size 10 C's of survivability. The big boys, the big guns are coming out, and it's going to be fun, probably in the next 48 hours. So like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys. We're still in our first less than 60 subscribers, so I hope you will add your name to that list and follow along as we have some fun with some EDC kit lists. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you in the next video.